D, wait for it, delightful.
Check out the name tag. You're in my world now, Grandma.
What's up, nerds? So they dropped this Spider-Man No Way Home trailer number 2 last night. I was at work. I had to react to it like when I got home late, which sucked, but whatever, it's fine and everything. So I'm going to do a breakdown of this. I'm going to go through this and everything. But before I get started, I just want to say that if you like what I do here and you enjoy independent content here on YouTube, please consider subscribing to my channel. YouTube is always changing up their algorithm, and small channels like mine always get pushed to the back of the line. So I please ask that you like, share, and subscribe, and I thank you in advance. So let's get started on this breakdown. Sorry, my hair's crazy, but you can't really see it all that much. So we're just gonna watch this trailer and break it down and everything. And yeah, so hold on, we get past this stuff. This is all this. We're gonna talk about all this good stuff. Okay, so it starts off with him in the rain, and Tom Holland looks good here. This is probably towards the end after he's been beaten up by all these bad guys, these baddies. And he's talking about how he had a regular life, and you see here him and MJ are just going through the city, you know, floating around and everything. He's talking about how he never had a perfect day, Spider-Man, until she found out, which is very cute to say. That's how you get the ladies, fellas. You say cute crap like that. Zendaya's really pretty. Look at that. You know, I always wondered why Disney was pushing Zendaya on us and everything. I'm like, why? And then I saw The Greatest Showman. I was like, oh, because she's great. She's very personable. I like her a lot, I think. And I think she's one of those people that you just would love to have as a friend. So we go back here. This is the Sanctuary. Or Sanctuary Sanctum. I don't remember what it's called. The mansion. And Doctor Strange, this is the part where he goes in and he does the spell. And he's like, you know, that spell that you messed up? And this is them. I want to go, hold on. This is like, this is such a good shot right here. That's kind of blurry, but whatever. It's fine. It's good. And he brings the spell. I think this is him trying to contain the spell. And then and I'll talk about it in a little bit. When I do it or whatnot, when we gets to it. So there's Green Goblin's little pumpkin balls, and he's blown it up. We saw this, and there's Green Goblin. He shows up. That's really good. That's the original suit. He'll see it again, and he's like, we've had some visitors since you messed up that spell. And then that's, you know, Electro. Now this costume right here, I didn't really get a hold. There we go. Now at first, when I saw this, I was like, when I first saw it, I didn't say it, but I thought it was Black Panther. I was like, is that Black Panther? But no, it's his black suit with the gold. Now I think this is when Doctor Strange does the protective spells, and this is magic induced. And we'll see this later on in the trailer, because if you notice right here on his wrist, he's got these little wristbands, and that's where the little magic spell thing comes up later on. And we'll see that in a little bit, and I'll stop it when it does. So then we get Dr. Octopus. He's coming through. These look really good. I like the red infusion that he did. Hello, Peter, and everything. A small piece of me wonders, because if you look, hold on. If you look at these hands, when it comes up, that doesn't have the red infusion and everything. So I was like, is it all the hands, or just 2 of them that have the red infusion? So he says, hello, or is this a different Doc Ock? That's what I would like. Is this a different Dr. Octopus from a different universe? And then compared to this one, is this one a completely new one kind of thing? I really liked this shot when he puts him upside down, because of course Peter might lose to him the first time because he's never faced this bad guy before. And then he's all like, this is not you. And I feel like he kind of looks a little bit different. So a small piece of me wonders, is this because, yeah, all of them have the red infusion. Look at that right there. So I'm wondering, is this a different Dr. Octopus from a different multiverse? Or is this the same one from Sam Raimi's universe? I mean, it's not impossible. You know, look at J. Jonah Jameson. It's the same actor. So could it be, you know, and from the Sam Raimi's universe, it's J.K. Simmons, and this universe, it's J.K. Simmons. So who says that Doc Ock can't become the same person? You can't become the same villain in each one. Okay. But different. So here he is fighting still. I'm going to go with that theory. So here they are, and he's all like, now, I don't want to spoil it for you because I've read the leaks and everything. But Dr. Octopus is very sympathetic. Let's just say that. But he's like, what's your name? And he's like, Otto Octavius, which they were laughing, which is kind of funny, but I don't think it's that funny. Yeah, and they're like, I liked this look right here that he gave, like I will cut you. And okay, so now this part, now I thought in my trailer reaction that this right here was a new building. But from what I understand, it's just the Statue of Liberty, but with the Captain America shield. Daddy doesn't like this. Okay. I don't like it. It's why? What, like, I get that Captain America is Captain America and America and everything, and America is great and all that stuff, but uh you don't need to deface the Statue of Liberty for a Captain America tribute. Like, just make a Captain America tribute. So then these got these clouds up here, these yellow clouds. That's obviously Electro because he is electric. He's electric. Dun 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 dun. Dun. Anyways, okay. So then we get this swinging. I really like that shot. Okay, here's what I was talking about before. So this is his new little suit, and you see all this gold weaving in here. Love that. That's obviously Electro in the background right there. Okay, now he does this little magic. See, and there's that little gauntlet that he's got there as Electro powers up. I think this is my own personal theory. I think that this little magical gauntlet is like a tracking device for all these multiverse villains. And that's why he's all, Electro is behind him and he's like, oh, I'm getting the magic tingle kind of thing. Ooh, naughty. Anyways, okay. So he's getting the tingle and he's like, hey, Scooby, do this crap. And she's like, hey, it looks like to me like you messed this up. And I know 3 magical words. Now, I thought she was going to say like F you, strange, or something like that. Something very rude and everything. But she's like, it starts with the word please. And I appreciate this. We don't get enough please and thank yous in this world. And I'm glad that MJ pointed out, a little bit of kindness and manners goes a long way. You have no idea how much a please and a thank you and you're welcome will go in this world. So just remember that when you're out in your normal day. If you're nice to people, they'll be nice, even if they're having a bad day. And you're just like, you know what? You're having a bad day. I'm going to be nice to you anyways, even though you're being a dick. It might change things around for them. It might. Some people are just mean all the time. So then he's like, please, Scooby, do this crap. So then here he is swinging, and he's got his black suit on, his magic suit, coming this Christmas. And then this is Electro, and I believe this is Sandman also, and they're doing their little oh yeah, it is Sandman because this is the same scene. And look at J. Jonah Jameson. He say that 5 times fast. He's all looking at this like, I got a scoop and everything. And then this is obviously Sandman and Electro, which is cool, which we'll see Electro in a minute. So here he is swinging. And I really like this. This is very reminiscent. Oh, that's a good shot. I got that. This is very reminiscent to me of that Spider-Verse movie when Spider-Man and Miles Morales are going through the woods. It reminded me of that and everything. So yeah, it's very cool. So then he's talking about how you're just chasing ghosts. And he's all like, what do you mean? And he's like, every one of these villains dies by the hands of Spider-Man. And that's why I don't think, because if you hold on, let me go back. He's kicking him. 2 seconds. Sorry. I don't see the red. See, that's why I don't with that Doc Ock, I don't see the red. That's why I think there's 2 separate Doc Ocks. I think there's 2 separate Doc Ocks. I'm sticking with that story. Okay. So then he's all like, all these villains die by the hands of Spider-Man. It's their destiny. And so he goes to grab that and explodes. I think this part right here, when it explodes, I think that right there, that explosion right there, I think that's Happy, because we'll see it in a little bit. But remember when Happy's in the car and he looks over and he's like, "Oh crap!" I think this explosion right here that car was Happy in the car. I think that's what's going to happen. So Happy dies, and he's like, "Sorry, kid," and he's like, "Really? Like, kind of like, does that have to happen?" And here's my question. Is this Peter Parker not going to let these villains die because he's trying to like save them, like be sympathetic? And that's another thing. I'm sick and tired of the sympathetic bad guy. If they try to play like Doc Ock, yes, because in Spider-Man 2, Dr. Octavius was kind of taken over by the AI of the claws and everything. So I kind of was sympathetic. You can be sympathetic to him, but Green Goblin, he was just a crazy person. And then he steals. I think that spell from the beginning is inside this box, this little cube, this little mother box. That's what it is. It's like a mother box, but not And then so these two are fighting because Spider-Man's trying to get away with the mother box and everything. And this is a cool idea. You know what I liked it in the What If Zombie one, when the zombies were attacking Thanos's crew. I can't remember their names. Ebony Maw and what's his face, the big guy. But the way that Doctor Strange used it to attack, but he's taken his spider web over here that he slung out, and he's used it to catch his foot. And that's very clever, Doctor Strange. Look at you learn how to use your powers, all cool. And then he whips him over, and then he does a little pie, ow, bitch, and knocks Peter Parker out of him. I'll smack the Peter Parker out of you. And then a small piece. I don't think that this Doctor Strange is our Doctor Strange. I think this is the evil Doctor Strange from What If. I think this is a completely different Doctor Strange. Yeah. So then we saw this in the first trailer where he uses the trains, and then we see, oh, that was Aunt May. She's running. And I think this is the part also where she's running and then that explosion goes off. Maybe she dies too. Maybe her and Happy both die, because I think this is her running through that. And then Peter Parker, hold on. Let me see if right here, he tries to save her, and that's her running. And then the explosion happens, and then that's her running to it. And then she dies from it. Ooh, I'm good. I bet you that's what happens. I'm going to put these together and make a little vid for Twitter. So then he captures him right here. See, I don't see the red. That's why I don't think this is the same guy, but maybe I'm probably wrong. Okay. So then here he is going through the thing. Here's Electro. Now hold on. I want to go back. Now this is very reminiscent of the comic books costume with the mask. When it came to Electro from the first one, I hated what they did with Electro. I thought he looked stupid, but obviously the mask, if he had the mask, it would have been stupid. But here I like it because it's like, you get what, like, as a fan, I'm not a purist when it comes to comic books as far as race and gender. So they race bent Electro, which I was fine with. I don't really think Jamie Foxx is the best actor, but I'm not mad about it. Although that movie was not very good in my opinion. I am a purist when it comes to costumes, because I want to see it come from the page to the screen. If you're not a comic book reader, I get it. But for someone like myself, like, it just looks good in my, like, I think this looks good, and it's probably not going to stay there the whole time. It probably only happens when he powers up, because if you notice right here, it's gone. So I think what happens is it just shows up, and then it just shows up randomly, kind of thing. So I get what I want, and you, as a normie, if you're a normie, you don't get to necessarily make fun of it. You can make fun of it, but at the same time be all like, it's not there the whole time. So I get Jamie Foxx face, Jamie Foxx face. So then he shoots, and he's shooting at Doc Ock. That's why I don't want to give too much away. Go read the spoilers. I believe they're still on Reddit if you want to go check it out. Maybe I'll leave a link. I just don't want this video to get taken down. Anyways, so he shoots at Doc Ock there. And this is the Statue of Liberty with the shield on it and everything, which we'll see at the end of this, so then he's going, and he's got the box. So I don't know what this box is 100%, because it wasn't on those leaked spoilers, but I think that's just where I believe it's where they're keeping this spell and everything. So then he's, doing his thing. He's, falling through. This is probably where they're fighting. We've seen this before, and there's Green Goblin. And that's his original costume from the movie. I know a lot of people don't like this costume, but I've kind of grown to like it. I definitely like the body of it. I think that's good. We'll talk about it in a minute. It'll show up in just a second. But there he is in all his glory and everything. And then he shoots. And then here he is in his new costume. Now, we can't really see it here. I'll put up a picture of it next to it. But here's his new costume. And it looks like, are those drones, or are those him throwing? Oh, those are Oh, they've got those. I think these are those pumpkins with the little things like we saw from the with the little knives on it from the second movie when Peter Parker does that cool flip in the fire. Anyways, but here's his new suit, and leaked footage of it showed up online and everything. Not leaked footage, a leaked picture of it showed up online. So that's his new costume. Here they are, kissy face, sucking face. This is the part where I think that Happy blows up because look, they're in front of this building. And this is, I think this is after, it looks like this is after the explosion. But look, or maybe it's not. Maybe he shows up after, maybe Aunt May dies and Happy doesn't die. Or maybe they both die. So I think what happens is, so the explosion happens, he pulls up and he's like, Aunt May, and then Green Goblin kills him too. We'll see. And then this is a bigger version of that spell from before, just on top of the Statue of Liberty, sorry. And that goes out. And I think this is the end of the movie. So then we get the 3 bad guys here, which this shot, oh crap, I missed it. Hold on. This shot right here is fantastic. This is so cool. You get Electro, Sandman, Lizard. Love it. I wish that they would fight all 6 of them at the same time, all 3 Spider-Mans, because the other 2 are going to be in there. Sorry, I keep drinking this coffee. I need the libation, although it's just drying out my throat. This will be cool. Although Sandman was also a sympathetic bad guy in the 3rd Spider-Man movie because he was just trying to help his daughter, and but I'm curious to see if he'll play more of a villain role in this one. Probably not, though, from what the leaks said, but we'll see. So then he's in his his old suit. I can't remember what he says there. And then now I think because somebody pointed it out on Twitter, because I don't want to take credit for what's not mine. But if you look at the Lizard right here, oh no, you didn't show it. Oh, maybe. So I think that all 3 Spider-Men are in this. They just took the other 2 out because they're trying to keep it a secret. But I'm sorry, that John Campea guy, he leaked the photo and they had him take it. He said on his live stream, they called him and told him to take it down. So it's real. Come on. Maybe it's not. Hold on. Okay. So then he does his little thing, which is very cool. I love it. Okay. So then the shield falls, which I hate that they put the shield on the Statue of Liberty. So stupid. Whoever's idea that was in the MCU, they need to be fired. So then it falls down and crumbly, which I want to go, why are they here? So Ned doesn't save MJ because Ned is useless. I don't like Ned. I didn't like Ned from the first movie. I didn't like him in the second movie, and I'm probably not going to like him in this movie. He is a horrible friend to Peter. He should be the one that dies. So she falls, and Ned being all useless. So he goes to try to save her. Now, this is very reminiscent of The Amazing Spider-Man 2 with Gwen Stacy. And it'll be interesting to see if MJ dies also. I hope they don't kill MJ off, just because even if they don't make any solo Spider-Man movies, they can still have MJ in there. If you read the comic books, even though she is connected to Spider-Man, she does still play a part in the Marvel universe in the comic books, and she has interactions with other people. So it's not like they can't use her in other films, and I would love to see her in other films. And so that's where that part ends. So then we get this, and then we get this and Doctor Strange, and we got all this crumbly around the Statue of Liberty. When I first saw it, I was like, did they add on to the Statue of Liberty's base? Because it didn't need any more base. I'm all about that base, no treble. Anyways, okay. So then you get these lines, which are very reminiscent of Loki. At the end, when the multiverse is breaking open, he's like, they're coming through. I can't stop them. They're coming through. And for me, I'm curious if that means like more villains, but different versions of Spider-Man villains, or if that just means, the multiverse is coming through. And we'll get that in Doctor Strange 2, which will be super fun because Wanda's going to be messing crap up. So yeah. All right, you guys. So that is my breakdown of this trailer. Tell me, what did you guys think about this trailer? What was your favorite part? Did you I saw a lot of people online being like, it wasn't that great. And I'm all like, what are you talking about? It was fantastic. I loved it. You know, it wasn't it what they didn't show Daredevil / Matt Murdock, and they didn't show the 3 Spider-Mans, but that's fine by me. I got to see all these villains. And I'm really curious as to who the 6th one is, who the sinister, like we got the 5. We got Doc Ock, Electro, Sandman, Lizard, and Green Goblin. But who's the 6th one? I don't want it to be Venom. I really don't. I know that he, in the end of Carnage 2 or Venom 2, he like licked the screen and he multiverse shimmered into our MCU, to the MCU. But I really don't want it to be Venom, just because Venom is not a villain, in my opinion. And we already have one sympathetic villain in Doc Ock. So I just would prefer it to be a full-on villain. I'm really hoping it's Mysterio, just because I really liked Mysterio and I don't want him to be dead. I really liked that character. I wish they wouldn't have killed him off, but I get why they did, because this is a great, you know, him having to be on the run. But again, I just really don't want it to be Venom. You know, I know you're all like, oh, who cares and everything. I mean, if it is Venom, it's not that big a deal. I just would prefer, I really want it to be Mysterio. I just really liked Mysterio. If you didn't like Mysterio, you're crazy. He was a great villain and everything. All right, so that's my breakdown, you guys. Tell me what you guys thought about this video and everything. Give me your theories on who you think the 6th Sinister 6 villain is. I really want to hear it. Go ahead and leave all your comments in that section down below. If you like this video, go and hit that like button. You know, I won't mind. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I'd greatly appreciate it. I will see you guys on my next trailer breakdown, if I ever do one again. You guys have a good day. Bye.